Hello and welcome to Fanboy Explosion. I am Seth.
And I'm Cameron.
And today we're going to be taking a look at Ori and the Blind Forest. Now Cameron, you played it, you reviewed it, you beat it.
Yes, I've
Tell me
already
what I'm
actually...
getting into.
I've completely finished this game. I didn't 100% finish it, but I think my completion rate at the end was 88%. You're playing on Xbox One, I played on Xbox One. I reviewed it for Tech Times. I got a review copy, so I've already played it. Seth, you went ahead and bought it, and you're playing through it now.
Yep,
and,
first time, right now.
Yep, and we just kind of wanted to run through it a little bit. Give you a look at it. Let me share some thoughts about it, since I've already kind of poured many hours and many deaths into this game.
What was your final death total? It was like 400
it was
something?
I think 407. I died 472 times in 8 hours.
Wow.
I think I did the math, and that was like 50 something deaths per hour. This game is brutal, which doesn't look like. Look at this game. Does this game look like Super Meat Boy?
It doesn't. No.
No, it doesn't. It looks like a happy game. Very nice art, like beautiful, gorgeous, hand painted art style. But it's really hard. Now, what you're seeing right now is this is just the intro. So Ori, who is the little white spirit cat, he's a light spirit, and he gets separated from home and wounded, and this other person, who I honestly can't remember what their name is, that person you were playing as earlier, walking around, she takes you in, and she like nurses you back to health, and gets you back in the world and happy, and the game's very happy at this moment, where all sunshine and rainbows.
I like
right
the sunshine
now.
and rainbows so far.
Yeah, wouldn't it be wonderful if the game was this? If it was just you, I love how his belly bounces, or her belly bounces as she walks. Like, the animation in this game is really nice.
I mean, this game is hands down beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I mean, it plays almost as well as it looks. The gameplay is fantastic. We'll get to the meat of the gameplay in just a little bit. It's a platformer. It's a very difficult platformer, but it's kind of a mix of castle, like Metroidvania, if you've ever heard that term before, where it's this mix of like Metroid style gameplay where you explore this big hub world. You find different upgrades that improve your character. You have to unlock new areas by gaining new abilities, things like that. Plays a lot like that, lots of secrets to explore, but instead of a focus on combat, the game focuses on platforming and platforming puzzles, like Guacamelee. If you played Guacamelee recently, that came out not too long ago. It's very similar to that, gameplay wise, except way harder, way harder. Ooh, uh-oh, what's happening? Oh no, run! Yeah, so this is now the sadness comes.
Oh, well, that was a fun happiness.
Yep.
While it
you were
lasted.
happy for this game is happy for about 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
That
now
got
you're
dark.
in the pit of despair. Everything is dying.
Okay.
There's the
I'm back
narrator
to,
telling you that hope never comes and you're all worthless.
Oh, is this the last piece of fruit? No, you have to make the choice.
Yeah, this is actually an RPG, depending on your choice. I mean, it's kind of an RPG. It has light RPG elements, actually. There's a skill tree. You get XP from defeating monsters and finding collectibles, and you can use that XP to upgrade Ori with different abilities and things like that. I tended to focus on improving combat, like my combat capabilities, and then I also improved a lot on my abilities that reduced resource cost, which we'll get into a little bit later. Basically, you have an energy system, which requires that's how you save your game and use some of the special abilities with this energy. So I focused on upgrading those to make it so that was a lot easier. Oh, this is sad.
Oh, I can feel the feels.
Yeah, this game, I don't know what I was expecting this game to be, but this game it's sad, it's hard, it really surprised me on multiple levels.
I think that mature is maybe the word, like...
Yeah, it is mature. It looks like this would be a children's game or something like that, but it is mature. I mean, it's obviously kind of like a folk tale. And it gets dark, but obviously all ages can enjoy this if they can actually play the game, which is pretty difficult. But yeah, I think mature too. I think that is a good word actually to describe it.
Yeah, because it's not mature in the sense of like there's a lot of
boobs
violence
and blood and gore. Actually, that's probably the opposite of mature.
But the tone is very...
Yeah. It's very confident in its storytelling. It doesn't rely on a lot of dialogue.
Man, I'm getting mega feels right now.
And things like that. Yeah.
Oh, I hope she's not dead. Please don't be dead. Eat the fruit. Here's the fruit. Get it. Fruit. I got some.
I don't know. She looks pretty dead.
Oh.
Wake up, Mrs. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Mr. Wake up, Mrs. You know who this person looks like? She looks like Baymax from Big Hero 6.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, Baymax wearing a costume.
Oh.
Also, if Baymax died.
This is so sad.
Maybe Baymax does die. I haven't actually seen Big Hero 6.
No, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good film.
I need to watch it. So yeah, that happens kind of this is the opening. Ori kind of gets not kicked to the curb, but he's forced to leave his kind of new home and venture out into the scary world again.
Yeah, I mean, it's every good story begins with a tragedy, I guess, if you're the Shakespeare model.
Yeah, and so in just a minute, the game kind of starts picking up, and you'll actually get into the meat of the gameplay.
Is this hunger? I believe this is hunger. Oh yeah.
Hunger, tired.
I'm getting narration from the Shadow of the Colossus narrator now.
Yeah, it's just the narrator. Yeah, just like kind of the nonsense words. Yeah, it does that throughout the game, but it never gets in the way. It's pretty infrequent. And it actually, yeah, I think it adds something. It adds kind of like this magical, otherworldly nature to it. Whereas if it was just a guy reading that dialogue normal, it would be kind of strange.
Man, the fact that and this part right here, like I was controlling through.
Yeah, so that's playable. You kind
that's
of
really strong because it is kind of a scripted sequence in that, like, I can't control the speed, but, like, I don't know. If this feels very emotional. Very emotional.
Good, because you'll be feeling some different emotions later. Namely, rage, anger, hatred, all the things that lead you to become a Sith Lord, you will experience
basically.
While playing this game.
So wait, did I just die? What?
Kind of. Yeah, game over. This is the game. We're done.
Oh, okay, well, $20 well spent. No.
There you go. Yeah, hope you got your feels, cause
oh, okay, here we go. All right.
The Tree of Light. So yeah, I'm not really sure who talks to you throughout this game. I think it's the tree, but I don't actually really know. The tree is kind of like the bringer of light and life.
Alright. Hey, look at that. Achievement.
There you go.
Game saved. Is that the first?
Oh yeah, that's one of the like 5
Is that the freebie?
Auto saves.
Alright, so now we're in.
I'll say, yeah, so now you're playing, you get to the platforming, I gave this game a 4 out of 5 in my review. I really enjoyed it. The platforming is really excellent. Oh, there you go. There's some briars. Don't hit those. The music's great. Obviously, the visuals are fantastic. And there's death number 1. Now, that was, you kind of ran into that, but
Yeah.
it's very fast. Like, if you just notice how fast like Ori moves.
Yeah.
It's very quick paced. But the only big problem I had with the game was the save system, which you'll come across pretty soon. So there, you got an XP container that will help you.
Now, is that the power that you use?
No, that's XP.
Okay.
Which you'll use to upgrade your abilities. You'll find the energy stuff.
Oh man.
A little later. Well, you can't go that way right now because.
Oh yeah, because those things. Okay.
Because those things are in the way, so you have to go somewhere else. But yeah, the save system, it uses a manual save system, and you have to spend this energy to be able to use it. Now, later on in the game, it's not that much of a problem to use energy to manually save your game. But before that point, when you only have a couple energy to spare, it's very annoying to like have to choose between saving your game or using that energy for other things. So that was really my only complaint. Now, once you get past like the first 2 hours, I would say, and find some of the energy tank upgrades, it becomes much less of a problem.
Oh, here we go.
Although it still happens. So yeah, there's the energy cell. So you can find more of those and increase your energy.
Okay, so you have to replenish the energy manually, right?
Yeah, you replenish it. Well, there's certain like soul wells or something like that, which will like there's save points that also give your health and energy back. Yeah, so you just created a save point. You can also use that to upgrade. Now the energy is gained from defeating enemies sometimes. Like they sometimes will drop it, and then also there's like these crystals in the world which you can hit to get some stuff. Okay, so
off to a great start.
And you're dead. Okay, yeah. You gotta get him to run into that wall over there.
Okay, I just gotta. All right, gotta get the timing down here.
Yeah. Maybe? He doesn't seem to want to run into it. There we go.
There we go.
Bunch of XP. So yeah, when your little circle down at the bottom fills up with that orange stuff, like it almost is, that you gain a skill point, and that's how you upgrade your abilities.
And that's how you upgrade stuff. Now, there's a lot of secrets in this game too, right?
Yeah, like I said, this is like a Metroid kind of style game. There's lots of little hidden areas, lots of upgrades to find. I mean, the upgrades are basically in 3 forms. There's health upgrades, energy upgrades, and then there's like these giant XP containers you can find. Oh, there's also ability point ones. Like there's ones that will just give you an instant ability point if you find it.
Okay, so this is the skill tree, it looks like.
Yeah, so I mean, all of these are pretty useful. If you want to get all the secrets in the game, that middle path, that purple one, is probably the best way to go.
Okay.
Well, maybe not the best way to go, but that's what it shows all the secrets and stuff on your map when you get.
It's like the X-ray gun.
Yeah. So the red
Metroid.
one that's all combat abilities that improves your ability to deal damage, and then the ones up there, that's like defensive stuff that reduces the resource cost of different things. Actually, that's really useful. I would honestly go back down to the green one. Where it says, go to the level 2 one. Go over. Yeah, the creating the soul link restores life. It's really good. Because basically, whenever you when you save your game, it gives you get healed. So those are pretty nice. That's a good early one to get. I mostly focused on that tree right there, and as well as the fire, like the damage tree. I didn't explore that much. I didn't get all the secrets, so I didn't really put a whole lot of points in that other tree.
All right, I'm gonna start down this path because yeah, I think that with platforming, these defensive abilities are gonna be good. Boom, another achievement. I'll take it.
Yeah, this game pretty liberal with the achievements. I got I think like 60-something% of them my first playthrough, without like I said, I didn't explore everything and I didn't get all the secrets, and I managed to get a lot of achievements, and it's still fun. It's a lot of fun. Now, right here, as you meet the little fairy or whatever, I don't know, light spirit. And this is actually, now you can fight people, because Sign, the spirit, is actually the person who does all the fighting.
Oh.
And the combat is really interesting. Basically, the little orb will just lock on to enemies, and then you just press X to shoot at them.
Okay.
And so enemies have little health bars right there. Yep, I mean, that's...
What does rekindle mean?
I think that means you save the game again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now you kind of got all the basics. Now you'll learn some new abilities which allow you to do different things.
Alright, gonna go ahead and save again.
Yep, so now look, I mean, you're out of energy. So until you get some more energy, you can't save.
Okay.
So that's what gets frustrating. Especially in very enemy-heavy areas where it's very dangerous. And, like, as soon as you clear a zone, like an area you want to save, but you can't because you don't have any energy, that gets kind of frustrating.
Yeah. Okay, so this looks like our map
Yeah,
zone
so that's
here.
a look at the map.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of your standard Metroidvania kind of map.
There's a lot of Metroid and Zelda vibes. Like, you know, I get some Zelda vibes as well.
Yeah, I kind of alluded to that in my review. Because when you'll get to the tree later, and he'll give you like your quest. The game consists of finding these 3 elements, one in each of these dungeons. And it's a very Zelda formula where first you go to this new land, this new section of the world. You have to find a way to get in the dungeon, so you have to do a little quest to like unlock the dungeon. And then you go in and you do the dungeon, and it's a dungeon. You'll get some new abilities. The dungeon will require you to use those new abilities to progress, and then there's like a boss battle kind of scenario at the end, although it's not a combat boss battle, it's like a platforming boss battle. And so it follows that kind of style. And then also, I just kind of, in my review, I kind of described Sign, which is your little fairy friend, as Navi.
Oh yeah.
Because he points everything out to you. He helps you fight. Because Ori doesn't ever talk throughout the game, so Sign is kind of his voice.
Silent protagonist,
Yeah.
another theme.
Yeah. So there you go.
Whoa.
And that's a soul well right there. So that will save your game. So those are
okay.
And there's only a handful of those in the game. There are only like a couple. So most of the game
so like this, I mean, kind of like save rooms, jazz like that.
Yeah, except there's just far fewer. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There's far fewer.
Well, this is definitely interesting.
Like I think there are maybe like 5 throughout the entire game.
Oh wow. Okay, so 1 of 5. There we go.
And you can't get up there yet. You have to get the wall run to be able to get up there.
Okay, cool.
But that's an ability point. That'll give you another ability point when you do that. So yeah, I mean, you kind of got all the basics now. Like, yeah, you mash X to kill these people, and we didn't get to show, some of the more difficult platforming segments, but rest assured, this game, it gets incredibly difficult very fast.
Oh yeah, I can imagine
because you can only take a couple hits from enemies before you die. There are a lot of things that will instantly kill you, and with the way the save system is, sometimes that means you having to do like large areas multiple times. The game's boss battles, which are those like chase sequences I was talking about at the end of every dungeon, those are, you get one try, then you have to when you die, you have to redo the whole sequence over again. So you can't save during those sequences, and that gets pretty difficult. Now here's a big mechanic. These keystones, certain doors will require you to find all the keystones in the area before you can unlock them. So you got one. I think you got to find another one.
Okay, yeah, I see.
And then that will let you go through a door to continue progressing. So you can jump down,
okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right. Oh,
yep, and those plants, you can jump on that plant, and health will come out and stuff.
Yeah, so this is the keystones. Okay, so this is
So there's the gate.
the door for that.
Yep, so
Okay.
yeah, find the other keystone, and then that'll be a good stopping point. That'll kind of be a good...
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably in there. Oh, wait, maybe not. Have you been down here? Oh, yeah, here it is. So you can pull that rock out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there
Alright.
you go. You got it. And then you'll access the next area. Yeah, now this is all like the prologue. Until you get to the tree, I would say like the game, that's when the game really starts, and that's when the difficulty ramps up, and that's when you kind of begin your quest. So this is just getting you kind of familiar with the controls and the systems. And
Yeah. I think this is a good kind of just glimpse at what's to come, but it definitely sounds like it gets much harder as you go through this. And
like I said, if you're the kind of person who throws controllers, you might want to stay away from this game, because you will be penniless by the end. Because, like I said, 472 deaths in 8 hours. It's a really challenging game, but it's also a very rewarding game, just in the way that games like Dark Souls are. It's very difficult, but when you finally accomplish it and you figure everything out and you know what to do, it feels really good to overcome that challenge. And then also, as we saw in the beginning, the story it gets pretty emotional. There's some great characters, and the end is a very touching ending. And then the art style and the music is another thing I think that is really great. The music is actually fantastic. It's a really great score. Just overall a great package. The game it's available on Steam, and it's also on Xbox One console exclusive. So yeah, definitely if you like platformers and you like a good challenge, be sure to check it out.
Yep, and if you like Fanboy Explosion, make sure to like and subscribe so you can get more videos. And always check out fanboyexplosion.com for all the latest and greatest videos and podcasts. So that's it for Ori and the Blind Forest. Definitely pick it up, and we'll see you next time.